Hello, welcome to a Paper Flourish craft video. My name is Julie. In today's video, I'm hopefully going to give you a refresher or maybe answer some questions you have about some of the mixed media products. And we sell all of the products I'm about to show you at Paper Flourish, not only in store but also online. One of our lovely customers, Heather, suggested I do this video, and it is a brilliant idea. How often do we pick up a product in store or maybe go to a class, use a product, buy it, take it home, put it in our cupboard, 3 months later we bring it out and go, what did I buy that for and what do I do with it? So I'm hoping if you've got some of those products at home, I'm hoping today's video is going to encourage you to get those out because you'll know what they are for. I've got a selection of stamperia products here. I'm going to start looking at stamperia products, and we do stock an amazing range of these products in store. Now I'm just moving those to the side because the first ones I'm going to start with is where you start your projects, whether it be your journal page, canvas, whatever you are working on. We need to prepare the surface so it's ready for our mixed media products. So Stamperia do a primer, which is white. They do the black and matte super base. So you can think of this as like your white gesso. It can also act as a heavy white gesso. Your black and matte super base is a good strong black coating. So again, like your black gessos or your heavy black gesso. Great on molds, these as well. If I was doing a journal page, I would do a light coat of your primer. If I was doing something like a mold, give it a good, make sure it's a good strong coat on there to get that complete coverage. So there you're starting. We also sell the Dina Wakley gessos in store, and they are brilliant. They come in black, clear and white. So that's your starting product, your sealer. Or preparation product. Now I want to show you some of the modelling pastes, and there's a variety of them in store. Let's start with Stamperia. If someone comes into store and says to me, I just want a white modelling paste, this is the one I always recommend. Volume paste. It is fantastic. It's light, it's easy to apply. This is prepared with it through a stencil. That beautiful finish. It dries quickly with your heat tool. It is fantastic. Another really good modelling paste they have is your straight out white modelling paste. Now the difference between them, the consistency is a little bit different to work with, but your white modelling paste, which is this one, it's a little bit whiter. So if you want that really bright white modelling paste, this one's fantastic. If you wanted to mix paint in with it, so colour a modelling paste, I'll go volume paste. But so they are your standard modelling pastes. Now Stamperia also make cream paste. This can be used as a modelling paste, so through a stencil. This is like light fluffy marshmallow. Fantastic stuff to work with. What I tend to save this for is my texture mold. So this is a Stamperia texture mold. You may have seen me do these on videos where you do a coat where you make sure you get in all the grooves, another coat to completely cover it, put it to the side for about 2 or 3 days, depending on the weather. Of course, it dries quicker in summer, but it needs to air dry, peel it off, and you can then paint it. You can highlight it with wax, you can do anything, stick it onto something. So cream paste is brilliant for that. When you bring it out, when it's dry, it's still flexible. You can mold it around things. It works so well. Another product that does work with a texture paste is this one, Pasta Sculptura. Now this has lots of different uses, which I'll run through in a moment, but I have done this in the texture molds. It works. It's not quite as pliable as your cream paste, but it still gives you a really nice finish. You can still bend it a little bit. So both of those will work in your texture paste. Now, I'll pop that to the side, but I'll explain more about that one in just a moment. In fact, might do that now. Cream paste. Let's pop cream paste up there. This amazing product is a really thick paste. So I wouldn't put this through a stencil. It's really thick. You can see it here. Look at it. A really thick paste. Saying that though, I have seen people, it's on the back of this, I haven't mastered the art of this myself, but I'll give you an idea. you can mold this into a shape. Now, I've seen people make leaves, flowers and things on YouTube. Let it dry. It's probably going to take a while to dry, but this will just hold its shape. Look at that. It's not falling off. It's not going to go flat. As you put it on, it will hold. So that's one of its amazing properties, as well as being able to use in those texture molds. You can pick it up on your finger. You can tap it on. You can move it around, and it just stays there. So this has got a lot of different uses, this product. Sounds like you're eating pasta, doesn't it? But I wouldn't recommend eating it. But it is a really great, I'll leave that open for the moment. It is a really good, strong, heavy body paste. Now, Stamperia also make a heavy body paste. So why would you buy this one and not that one? Well, they're both great. They're both good, strong, heavy paste. Now, but as soon as I open it, you can see they're different. Okay, straight away, they're both thick. Again, this one here, look, it comes out thick. It's not moving. It'll stay on as you put it. You pat it down, you can push it up, you can do anything with it. You can pat it with your finger, just like I did over here. Now, if I spread that out a little bit, and then I grab a little bit of this one and spread it out, this is where you can see the difference between them. So why would you buy one and not the other? Shiny, matte. Okay, so you can see the difference. This tapped on makes beautiful snow. Fantastic. They both do. Depends if you want your snow to be shiny or matte. So that's your difference between them. Both heavy body paste, shiny, matte. All right, moving into the world of kind of like almost like collage glues, I guess. Glues, adhesives. Mixed media glue. This is an essential product to have in your mixed media stash. This is a brilliant collage glue. Paint it on, attach your papers. You can attach your rice papers. It's a beautiful seal over the top of your project as well. Or if you're, say, attaching a paper to, maybe you had something like a book. I might primer this first, Stamperia primer, paint it, cut my paper, layer of mixed media glue, paper on top, 2 layers of mixed media glue on top to seal it, and you get this lovely shiny finish, and it'll just keep it on there. So it's a brilliant collage glue. This stuff, fantastic. Can be used as well. You can use it to apply some like mica powders, purpurina, Stamperia purpurina, product like this. Pick it up on your brush, pick up a little bit of the purpurina and paint with it, and you can coat something, paint it. So again, a lot of different uses. It's quite a thin consistency. You can see here. So very, very easy to work with. So if you do not have a pot of this magic product, I do recommend putting it in your stash. Fantastic. Rice paper glue. Love it, love it, love it. So again, it's the same thing. It's a glue. Putting your rice papers on. Works beautifully. Paint it on your page or your product, put your rice paper on top, layer over the top. What's the difference between them? Shiny, matte. Okay, so this one will leave a shiny finish, this one will leave a matte finish. It ends up, the rice paper stays feeling like rice paper with this stuff. Now, the difference between them, again, not only the finish, but this will seal over the top. This doesn't seal quite the same way. So if you're going to be putting your rice paper down and then you're going to be adding a lot of different things on top of it, lots of mixed media work, go with that one. Better seal on your product. But if you just want that beautiful matte finish on your rice paper, go with that one. Okay, then we come into these beautiful products. This is a clear gel type of glue. So again, they call it a scrapbooking glue, but it's just a clear glue. Farrell taught us you can use this beautiful product to stiffen fabric. Farrell Taylor taught us that one. So again, your products have multiple uses. It might be there for one idea. Play with them. See what they can do. Glossy gel. This thing, again, this is an essential to have in your mixed media stash. You can stencil with it. Dries clear. Looks fantastic. Look at it. This funny little jelly stuff. If I'm attaching molds and things to a mixed media product, this is the best. Put a blob of that underneath your mold or whatever you're putting on. pop it on there, squish it down. If any comes out the side, just get a fine brush and brush it away. But this is an adhesive as well, and once that dries, it dries like cement. Those mixed media products are going nowhere. If your mold, say, has a bit of an uneven bottom on it, might just not have poured completely flat, blobs of this, you can play around with it, get it flat and just let it set. Magic stuff. So I said you can stencil with it, you can mix a powder in, such as your purpurina, mix it into this and stencil, gives a beautiful finish. So you've got lots of different choices. They each have their place. Just depends what you're doing. Stamperia craft glue. If you've watched my videos, you know that I absolutely love this product. It will attach paper to paper. It'll attach pretty much anything to anything, just about. Craft glue, to me, this really should be called mixed media glue, because again, you can use this to attach die cuts, molds, all those things to your projects. This is strong enough. You get time to have a bit of a wriggle room, and then again, once it sets, it doesn't budge. So this is a brilliant product. So that's our adhesives. Crackle paste. Stamperia do brilliant crackle paste. Somewhere I've got a sample of them. Here it is. So I've got 3 of them here. You've got your clear, your transparent, gold. Now there's also a silver. I don't have it, but it is a lovely silver. And there's a white. So again, why would you use one over the other? Well, the gold's pretty obvious. If you want gold, you're going to use gold. It's like an old gold. And look at the cracks in that. Now, all I've done is grabbed my palette knife, scraped it on there. Not too heavy. I've done a fairly light coverage, and then I get those lovely fine cracks. The thicker you put it on, the bigger the cracks. But I've just dried that with my heat tool, and it dried like that. You'll notice with your crackle paste that you'll get cracks straight away, and over the next 24 hours you'll get more. That just seems to keep on cracking. White. So that's this one here. I should put them around the other way, shouldn't I? There we go. So there's your white crackle paste. Again, I haven't put it on too heavy, and it's got those lovely cracks in it. So be aware with white, it will cover. So it will cover what's underneath. It's not going to dry clear. It'll go on white and it stays white. You can colour it with paint. Again, it'll crack beautifully. But be aware it is a full coverage. So it's not gonna go any lighter than that. It doesn't look good. It looks really cool around the edge of a canvas to get those nice white cracks in there. All right, clear. So this has been done same way, exactly the same with clear. Now, it kind of looks like a bit of a wet mess at the moment, doesn't it? I can see there's cracks there, but they're not showing up that much. Clear crackle paste, when you put it on, yes, it is white or sort of opaque. As it dries, it goes clear. You may find if it goes on a bit thicker, it might stay a bit opaque. This did, but now that it's a couple of hours on, it's actually dried clear. So why would you, for a start, use that? Because it's not that obvious, can't really see it. It looks okay. I used, this is one of the shadow box I did, and I painted this brown first, and then I added the clear crackle paste to start, and it looked okay. And then what I did, I added some other products to really make those cracks come through. So with your clear crackle paste, if you want to really bring those cracks out, there's lots of different products. You could use waxes. This vintage patina is fantastic for bringing out the cracks. There's a Stamperia product. Let me open that up. All right, so here's this vintage antiquing paste, sorry. I'm going to rub that on there with this is my Lavinia size 7 stencil brush, which I only use for this reason. I get myself a baby wipe and I wipe this back. So now those cracks are starting to come out. Now this is on a slightly darker background, but still, I'm hoping you can see that. Let me hold it up and see. Can you see now the cracks are really starting to show? Because I've added that product. So now that vintage antiquing paste has really sunk down into the cracks. So that's one of the products you could use. That always works really well. Vintage patina. This comes in a variety of colours. I've got the white here, so let's give this a try. But this should be pretty. And I'm going to do it in the same way. I'm just going to get a little bit on my finger. Whoops. Being the white, I've managed to get it everywhere, haven't I? And I'm just going to rub that in. And then, same thing, let's get a baby wipe. Wipe it back. I'm just doing it very quickly. But again, straight away now, those cracks are obvious. Now, you're not going to get that same effect with the white, because here you've still got your clear, you can still see your colour underneath, but your other product has settled down into those cracks and brings them out. So they are your different crackle pastes, but the Stamperia ones work like magic. They are fantastic. And here I've got a real mixed bag of products, and again, each of them has their place. Stamperia products. This is called medium for pigments. It's quite runny. Open it up, see? But you can mix that with a mica powder or purpurina and paint with it. So a little bit of this, a little bit of the powder, and you can paint, you can write, fine line, but it turns it into, this stuff will turn your powders like into a pink. And it's got the, I guess the, how can I say it? It has, what's in it will help that powder to adhere, if that makes sense. Because often if you just brush a powder on or on something or mix it with water, the powder will brush away. This will stop that happening. This will stick it down to what you're working on. So that's a really good product. These two here, these are a finish, a gloss, a varnish is the word I'm looking for, and comes in gloss and matte. So your top coat on it to finish it off. If you just want that lovely, say, glossy finish on a product or the matte finish over the top, these ones. Wash it, water resistant finish. This is cool. So if it's something you want to be able to wipe over or just that little bit extra protection on it, go for your wash it. Country style crackle. Put this between acrylic paints. So one colour down, layer of this, you dry each layer of paint on top, and you can get a magic effect like that. That is what I've used to do that. So I started with the blue paint, layer of the country style crackle, brown paint over the top, and just sat back and watched it crack. Fantastic. I think I then might have done a layer of this. I've used the shiny one. The gloss varnish over the top just to finish it off. So that's what that product does. This is gilding glue. So you use this to attach your gilding flakes. You can also use it to attach fabric to something. So a layer of that, let it dry. It's super tacky. Pop it down, or your flakes on there, they won't budge. So that's what that is, gilding glue. So there, I've gone through, I think, most of the Stamperia products. Now we also have a big variety of the Timholtz Distress products in store as well. And so crackle paste translucent, so like your clear crackle paste. Glow in the dark grit paste, fantastic. If you've seen my video, I put it up a couple of weeks ago. That stuff is amazing. It glows in the dark. So I did it through a stencil and showed you metallic texture paste. Again, you can colour this, and it's a lovely shiny texture paste. Look at that. That's a really nice product. Beautiful. Clear or translucent gloss paste. There we go. So again, that's just used through, you can use it on its own. You can use it through a stencil. What's this one? Opaque crackle. So again, that's not going to be, that's your translucent crackle. So I guess this is going to be probably not quite as solid a white as this, but it's going to be opaque. And then you can get grit paste, so they're gritty, a bit more texture in them. That's a clear one. You can get solid, all different types. So we've got a huge range of mixed media products at Paper Flourish. Fantastic products. As I said, most of the ones we have are Stamperia or the Distress, the Ranger products, but I hope that video today has given you a little bit of an idea of what to use these products for. Now, the other thing, if you live in Adelaide and you're not sure about something, we are a physical store as well as an online store. So you're always welcome to come in and ask us questions. Okay, so if you've got a product and you go, I don't know what to do with that, come in and ask me. If I haven't covered it today, we'll do our absolute best to help you out with it. So thank you so much for watching. As I said, I hope this has been useful. Thank you so much to Heather for suggesting this video. And I look forward to being back soon with more Paper Flourish craft videos. Thank you. Bye.